Alrighty. Da-da-da-da. Now I go through the waiting game to see if everything is fine. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. When am I truly live? God knows I can barely tell half the time with this thing. Da da. Am I truly alive? Am I truly alive? Okay, I'm on. I'm live. So just gonna share the link. Okay. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Granblue Fantasy Relink. I say more, but let's see if we can just get on through. Alright, yes, I agree. Serial code. I think it's the first time I've ever seen that. Oh, just talk about that. Alright. Nope. Alright. Alright, let's begin. Let's go action. I have faith in my ability to not die horribly. I'm normal. Naturally with...
Shh. It's okay. Come, the stars await, and we mustn't keep them.
Interesting thing to say when I think everything is on fire, but you know, you do you. Some days your crew weathered a storm before finally breaking through the clouds. They couldn't have made it far without you. Began the chance to come with a girl named Lydia became a journey to reach the ends of the skies. Ugh, excuse me. And now a new chapter in that story is about to begin. What do you say? Shall we begin writing the first page? Well, that's always a good bit to have. I see, we're beginning the first page in the midst of a storm. That's always fun.
Are we close?
Ship's caught a current. Be out in the jib.
Almost there, Captain.
I'm guessing I'm right here. Alrighty, now we get to pick our character. Or appearance, rather. Alrighty. Let's see. So, one funny thing I want to bring up is that there's actually canon names for both of these characters. There's the one on the left, believe it or not, is named Gran. And then the one on the right is not named Blue. I know, shock of all shocks, she's not called Blue, but we have somebody else to represent Blue. Her name is Digita? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I gotta check out something else, but nah, semantics. I'll be playing as Gran, because Gran is the canon character. Do I want to use my name or... Do I want to use Chaos or do I go with Gran? I'll give it a second for people to show up to potentially suggest that's which I go for. On the left, it made me rethink Nintendo's Link redesign. Well, how so, Link? What about Gran makes you say that? Other than him being blue. No, at the very least, it's certainly a very casual appearance augmented with armor at present. I do believe there is proper armor that you can get. Or at least there's different looking areas. And you know what? Just because if I ever show off the fighting game and they just call him Gran there, I'll stick with Gran here. Appearance and name can be changed later. Okay, good to know I spent forever on a decision that didn't matter that much in the long run. Oh wow, and he said out of a Jiffy, he meant it. Good job, Bracken.
Vast expanse. It's easy to forget sometimes. You can say that again.
It can be rather easy to forget when the storm straight up prevents you from seeing stuff.
Now we're a step closer to finishing our journey.
Yeah.
It's nice we're getting closer to our goal and everything. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful if our adventures never ended? To me, seeing the world with everyone is so much fun. I sort of wish that it could go on forever and ever.
Don't worry, Lydia. That's what being on a franchise is all about. Especially since the game just started. Alrighty, camera movement. I can configure that as per usual.
Looks like the ship's flying steady again. Let's go check on the others.
Yep. This is Vern. He's a cute little dragon. Who is most definitely not connected to Bahamut in any way, shape, or form. Nope. Well, good news, gang! I finally found out what the jump button was. See ya!
Catalina?
What is it, Lyria?
What do you think is out there? At the end of the sky realm, I mean. A wall, maybe?
If there is, it'd be pretty tall. Oh, now that you bring it up, I guess I've never thought about it before.
Hey, can I ask you something? What do you think is at the end of the world?
No idea, but I'm definitely dying to find out.
No idea, but I'm dying to find out.
Same here.
Oh, damn! They actually have voice acting for the lines.
On the other hand, we know there's.
I'm actually kind of glad for that, considering there's so many games where they don't do that.
First is Estalucia, the island of the Astrals, and second is your dad.
Alrighty, Astrals. Though the ordinary Astrals are a mystery, one thing is certain: they wield terrible powers in defying the laws of nature. They once subjugated the Sky Realm, perpetrating the course of its history, but in miraculous reversal of fortune, were defeated by Skeldors in an insurrection known as the War. The War. Though the physical presence of Astrals have all but faded into myth, their influence remains in the form of unique technology, some of which is utilized in modern ships. That's the other one. And the Astrals. Set in antiquity, Skylords have told stories of this mythical land. Those granting land on shores are promised untold knowledge and glory, and the granting of any wish. Though granted, determined to reach it is shrouded in mystery that the Astrals themselves, as when hunting for the magical thread of its tail, have disappeared without a trace. Skyrealm. The world of floating islands stretches over many skydomes, each of which are separated by a turbulent known as the Grim Basin. The Sky Realm was ruled long ago by a powerful being known as the Astrals, until the Sky overthrew them, exiled them in a war known as the insurrection known as the War. I feel like the first one and the second one are very similar.
I can't imagine what adventures we're in for next.
Uh-huh. But that's what makes them so exciting. It's all about the mystery. You and Lyria are totally in sync.
You're certainly in high spirits, Lyria.
I'm just excited to start a brand new adventure.
Me too. Who knows what we'll find in this skydom?
Skydom. So, God damn it, I gotta remember.
Ah, man, feel that wind flowing through your hair.
It does have a certain nostalgic quality to it.
Wait. Does that mean you've been to the Skydom before, Rosetta?
Oh, sweetie. I can't start giving away my secrets now.
Aw, you never give me a straight answer.
Because you've got no filter. Maybe you'll understand when you're older.
Zip it! I've told you a bunch of times, stop treating me like a baby!
She's right, Rackham. Io is a mature, sophisticated lady.
2 against 1 ain't fair.
I'm not going to make it a 3-on-1, as funny as that would be.
I'm counting on you, Io.
And you won't be disappointed. My magic's getting stronger every day.
Magic, a mysterious and mythical form of energy that has long existed in the Sky Realm, separate from the power of Primal Beast. Its wielders are known as are witches and mages. Though great magi is capable of contend with the Primal Beast, only a handful of individuals are capable of such mastery.
Ugh, if anybody's the immature one, it's Rackham.
Oh, Io. Just forget about him. Think about these new skies we get to explore.
Damn. I don't know why, I really like the jumping here. Maybe because I find it funny just how high he can jump. Eugene, hello?
What's with the tunes? You put on your happy pants today, or what?
It's this new skydom. Reminds me of my younger days. Got me falling in love with the skies all over again. But you can rest easy. I'm keeping an eye on the horizon.
I wonder if these people would be scared of the concept of an ocean.
First to know.
We're glad to have your eagle eye, Eugen.
Eugen. Okay, never mind. I thought it was Eugene.
I always eat my carrots. Why don't you go check on the rest of the crew? I got things covered up here.
Eugen. Eugen.
We're on the verge of entering a new skydom. Don't ease up now, Captain.
Seems like everyone's in high spirits. Should be seeing signs signs of civilization soon.
Oh, they stopped me jumping now. No.
Huh? Heads up! We got monsters!
Do I hear a tutorial? Damn, those things are quick.
Get to her quick!
How'd I miss a whole flock of wyverns? Were they hiding in the clouds? Theo!
While playing as the captain, mix it in triangle attacks to create various combos. Press triangle to release you have a unique attack. Some technique can be don't hold a button, like the captain's triangle attack. Neat!
What's up? You two handle the lizards on the port side.
On it! Stealing jerks! Out of our way!
Nope.
Just like that!
How does dodge work? Does it just work automatically?
This should do it! Don't move!
Oh, is it actually gonna try to hit me?
Nice move, bud.
Alright.
That'll show him.
Okay, so it locked me earlier.
Perfect. Now we can make a break for Lyria.
Captain,
Don't worry, Lyria, I'm going to save you. You're definitely not going to be grabbed by one of these wyverns before I can reach you. See? I told you.
Primeval dragon, child of flames. My name is Bahamut.
You know, given what I know of Bahamut, isn't it a little overkill summoning him now?
Hell yeah! Sure showed those losers.
Oh, that's funny.
We did it!
Oh no, we're being attacked by a bunch of wyverns! Summon Bahamut! Oh. Wow, it was a bad idea in more ways than one. Oh. Oh, what the hell?
What are you?
it wouldn't. Lyria, what's happening?
I don't know. Bahamut! What's wrong?
Brace yourselves!
Not on my ship!
Lyria, what gives? Why is Bahamut gone all bonkers? I don't know. I thought I heard a voice and this happened.
Does anyone have any way of,
Try to get him under control again. Please hear me, Bahamut. Come back to...
Yeah! How are we gonna stay airborne with him smacking us around?
Can't we do something?
He's in a full-blown rampage. I'm afraid we'll have no luck reasoning with him now.
Then knock the damn thing out if you have to. He's ripping up my ship.
oh.
Now it's on!
I think it's working.
Lyria, we'll hold it back. You focus on calming it.
On my mark!
Alright, finally got some heals. Why does I go from fighting little wyverns to a fighting god? I'm supposed to at least wait till after the first dungeon to do. Oh god, now he's fighting me.
Come on, Shep. Don't fail me now. Time bomb's a ticket, people!
You summoned a dragon god to kill a couple of wyverns and now he's pissed at you. Well, if you didn't want to kill them, why did you bother firing the damn laser?
Kidding? We aren't out flying those wings!
Then we intercept it. That's our only option.
Yep. Thomas, please stop murdering us. I thought he said I would fight with action games, but Jesus Christ.
Damn it! How are we supposed to dodge that? You kids alright?
Oh boy, engine room's been hit. We're about to fall under the buoyancy threshold.
Again! Right, I'll hit the repairs. Do what you can to slow our descent.
There must be a way out of this. Don't give up.
I think Bahamut coming to his senses would be probably our best way, but considering he's currently in the middle of trying to murder us still, unlikely. Nice magic trick.
You guys think we'll make it through this? Hey, we're not licked yet. Bahamut just needs a couple more hard smacks.
Oh god.
Nope. There's only so much I can do at the wheel. Hurry it up, Eugen.
Oh, sorry. This is all my fault.
I shouldn't have summoned God to deal with the wyvern. He clearly got pissed from that.
We can't take much more.
Seriously? Does Bahamut think we're a buffet or what? One more and the show's over. Eugen, how much longer?
Take this here. We'll sit there. Okay, try giving her some juice.
Back in business. I'll grab us some air and try to shake him off.
Reach for the sun, Gran Cipher. We're leaving Bahamut in the dust.
Has its rage been calmed? No. Wait.
Oh
Oh right, he could just fire at us directly. All things considered, could have been a way worse.
This hits us dead on.
Barely dodged it. But no guarantees we'll luck out twice.
It's coming around in front of us.
From this distance,
Does anyone have a ballistic missile?
hang on to your butts.
You're gonna kill us first, Rackham.
Close enough.
You see that?
It appears we're still alive.
For anyone who wants to know, Skyfall is this particular variation Bahamut's equivalent of Zetra Flare.
Don't give it time to recover. Keep up the pressure.
Did that work?
Alrighty, we beat the battle, but is he finally okay?
It's all okay now.
Are you sure?
Jeez, really had me worried there.
I repeat, are you sure it's fine?
Lyria!
I told you it was. Oh God.
Lyria! Captain! Burn!
Whoa, back up!
I can't. They're too heavy.
Have you know I've been exercising, you people? Ah! Well, all things considered, gang, considering we just got the equivalent of God in the setting and a very formidable dragon, kid monster in general, that could have been way worse. Chapter 1, The Western Frontier.
Lyria's voice echoed through the darkness. It was familiar. Painfully familiar. Just like the day we met, before this whole long journey began. Though I could barely use my sword, I tried to protect Lyria from the Empire. I almost died. But then...
Did you summon Bahamut and then nuke the Empire? If so, probably a lot better use of Bahamut than dealing with some wyverns, even if there was a lot of them.
You protected me. Now it's my turn to save you. Take my power. Let it guide you. Let it become your strength. I know you can do this.
Our lives are linked. While I may not fully understand how, Lyria gave half her life to save me. Her gift gave me the push I needed to pursue my own quest, finding Estalucia, Island of the Astrals. It was a fabled place at the end of the sky, where dreams are said to come true. Lyria and I, not to mention our ever-growing crew, are still continuing our search. But someday we'll find it. Then finally, the life link between us will... Huh? Where am
Hi
I?
there.
Oh, right. Lyria fell from the ship. Then Vern and I leapt
I
after
cannot
her.
hear you if you're there, Light. Nope, there we go.
There we go, finally. Yeah, Light Trainer, the very fashionably like Kitsune, finally is here. So sorry about that.
Ah, that's
well,
fine.
it
Just
is-
finished the starting tutorial of the game. You didn't miss anything truly major.
Okay. Yeah, if the viewers are wondering, there was a little accident with the neighbor's toilet upstairs, and it kind of went into my bathroom here, but everything's all fine. They cleaned up the mess. I cleaned up the mess. We're all good. I just gotta do a bunch of towels tomorrow at the laundromat.
Having that dream about Lyria again?
Hi,
Maybe
Link.
you bumped your head on the way down.
Yep. Yeah, Link was here. I'm not sure if he still is.
I didn't see where
He
she
was.
fell. She should be close.
He
Let's
didn't
search the
comment
area.
on the tutorial battle.
Oh
Dang. This
I gotta go
forest
save
is
Lyria,
huge.
our
Don't get us lost, okay,
dear
pal?
friend. We also have, I think it's Vern? Not sure.
no! Okay.
He's
Alright,
a
I was
little...
like really behind. I had to like hit live in order to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like in the middle of the cutscene back there.
Wonder when we'll see him again. It looks like the path continues behind that island.
I'm guessing they made this game an action-adventure RPG.
Mm-hmm.
That was Lyria! Hurry! This way!
Oh,
Useful.
I gotta go save Lyria.
Ah, okay, no worries.
There she is!
Yeah, I was just about to get ready to help to like be your co-commentator and everything, and then all of a sudden I hear water coming from my ceiling.
Yep.
Please be careful!
Ah, so you're the Jaggies I have to deal with. Prepare to perish. Press L2 to get a target lock on minute from targets. When locked on target, use the right stick to switch in between. Alrighty, lock on. Not the one I would have went for game, but
We fight as one!
yep. Oh. After dealing with the tutorial boss, I feel completely— oh god. Thankfully, they're weak to me beating the crap out of them. Which is a good weakness for my enemies to have. Thank you, Lyria. We may have a crew that, well, we're lost from at the moment, but I have full faith. My ability to fend off from—
Don't give up! Did we get all of
I'm gonna call them tools.
We've got friends!
Or maybe wargs would be fitting. Ooh, I can do a skill. Neat.
Yeah, buddy! Got the whole herd!
Oh, neat! I did a Hadouken with a sword.
I knew you'd find me. But still, I was afraid I might never see you again. And
Well, when you fall off a ship into item below, it makes sense.
talk about close call. I'd almost given up hope. Thank you for saving me. We're just happy you're safe.
Alrighty, every character have adept skills, Captain Sport skills called Adept Art, which enhances the skill abilities of activated skills. Oh, and I can use this to gain items.
Now, let's lose these trees and meet up with the crew.
With the crew. You still there, Light?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alrighty. It was just very silent on your end, so.
Yeah, I was also like just keeping an eye on. I was also like taking care of something else. Ooh.
Did you at
You
least
found
see?
your friend.
Did you at least see my Hadouken blast?
I did.
Alright,
That's
that's good.
awesome.
What's
I'm
this?
gonna open this up.
Neat.
Neat! I found a random chest out in the middle of nowhere full of loot.
Ugh, more monsters.
Nice.
You ready?
Oh yay, more monsters. Elemental properties. Every character's attack and skills have elemental properties. Skill represented by a colored icon next to the character or skill. The element is wind. Will take more damage to the enemy indicated by their— oh, it's a timber wolf. Okay.
Looking good.
Oh. Oh. Nice try, birdies.
Just like that.
Alright, that's it. That's it. Hadouken! Oh. Ow. I will master the combat yet. Well, I guess I'm after this Tinder Wolf in the meantime. Of course, now I'm able to switch.
That's what I'm talking
Did a bird just die without me even intentionally trying to touch it?
You guess so.
Well, I managed to get that wolf without technically needing to.
Nope.
What an ugly bird this one is.
Amazing! And there's more where that came from. Now, forward march!
I've got to work on my dodging and whatnot, but it's fine. Legit just started, so...
Path on the other side.
This should do it!
Wasn't expecting that. Hey, at least we found a way through. I hate to keep
Oh, God.
everyone waiting. You know how protective they get, and we better file back quick and show them what troopers we are.
Do you smell that?
Hmm? What?
I smell another enemy encounter.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh.
And loot. But mostly an enemy encounter. I did not know that loot was there, by the way. Wait, that was, my camera went towards it automatically. It was not intentional.
Vern, is it just me, or... Yeah, that was Cat! Catalina! We're over here! Huh? Oh, I just heard Rackham! Rackham! We're over here! Vern, behind you!
Oh, his name is really Bird. Ah, like I suspected. The obligatory tutorial mini-boss. Who looks massive.
Yeah.
Oh damn, it's a crocodile!
Alright!
Oh, looks like you're definitely at the right element for against him.
Real beast of a boulder, ain't it?
Nope. But now we have the whole squad. Mostly.
So funny. Let's just take down the monster already. We're saved! I could kiss you guys.
Glad to see you too, Vern.
I know it's supposed to be Quakedile, but I like calling this thing a Quackadile.
I appreciate it.
Don't hold back!
It's like, I want to give this thing the best respect it is. But on the other hand, I could make a joke of fighting something called a Quackadile. How many times do I have the opportunity to say I fought a Quackadile, and if I show a brief image of the thing, a screenshot, somebody might actually believe me? Link attack! So it's engaged when hit, when it's full, a link attack trigger. Press O to perform a link attack with your party members. Alrighty.
That was fun!
Your training's paying off.
Ooh! Neat. For my certain actions, such as link attack, can raise the party's limit. Or link level. If all party members perform link attack at 100% link, you'll gain temporary buff.
Oh, nice!
On my mark! Fight as one!
Oh no, the Quackadile's going quackers! Mode bar and boss status. As boss up, when full goes to overdrive, becomes even more dangerous. There's, hey, it's like Monster Hunter, it just went enraged!
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, boss guard depletes and takes damage on overdrive. Once complete, enters break.
That was really angry.
Oh yeah! You missed!
The next one's mine.
Looking good!
Come on.
On me!
Turn that claw into gravel.
Ooh, now I get to do my Skybound art.
An opening! On me!
Tempest Blade!
Catalina, I'll protect you!
Blades of Frost.
Back 'em!
Loud and clear.
Piercing Punishment.
I know.
Elemental Gust.
Reagan Ray! Bring it! Gale Burst!
Press.
Think it's running out of juice.
Hold back!
Little more and the day's out.
Let's do this!
Aha! I managed to block it. And I caught off its tail. Or at least that's what I would say if this game had that mechanic. Bye, Quackadile.
Captain!
Glad we made it in time.
Round 2. Wait a minute.
Rosetta! Oigan!
Do forgive me for being late.
New friends?
Hope you saved some
Not
fun for
member of
me.
the same crew. They just weren't available. They just had to get the double chat.
Looks like
Okay.
everyone's no worse for wear.
Oh, thanks for the save, Eugen.
Oigan.
Lyria, about what happened with Bahamut. Do you have it under control now?
Oh yeah, by the way, the first actual mini boss I fought was Bahamut,
Yes. I think
Oh.
I do.
and he was destroying the ship.
Why'd it flip out on us?
I'm telling you, Vern, Bahamut, it just didn't like the fact that we used him to kill a bunch of wyverns.
I don't really know. Well, hanging out here isn't gonna help. How about we head back to the Grand Cipher? I'm with Eo. Better get moving before more monsters get the munchies.
In that case, maybe we should follow this trail instead. I have a feeling it leads to a nearby town. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place to learn more about Zega Grande?
But what about the Grand Cipher?
But what about the Grand Cipher?
She's sitting pretty behind some cliffs past the forest. But that last tussle in the sky dinged her up a bit. Be great if we could grab repairs.
Then it's settled. Into town we go. Wonder if they got any plump, juicy apples. Oh, Vern, you're always thinking about food. Look who's talking. My tummy always picks the worst time to growl.
You heard Lyria's stomach. Let's go find that town.
Wonder what kind of city it'll be. Can't wait to find out.
Know what I'm wondering? How'd you guys fall from that high up without a scratch? It's a miracle.
Good question. Maybe the canopy broke our fall. In any case, we got lucky.
Vern, you
This
can
guy
fly.
who tells you life ain't about luck is a liar in my book.
Hey,
Oh, I think I see a picturesque town in the distance.
Look, I see buildings.
Seems like a pleasant place to unwind.
Only one way to find out.
Let's go.
Lyria, a young girl with the power to control primal beasts. When she shared her life force with Gran, their fates became inextricably linked. Life link? Lyria's power would bind her life and Gran's into one. Vern, everyone could use a little dragon power like Vern. Gran'd like to have such a good friend. Sun Dapple Grove, Vern the Fourth wants to bequeath its natural riches unto the people of Flossia. Catalina, a girl, a knight who protects Lyria. Over time, their bond and the girl became ironclad, like family. Rosetta, a mysterious woman who guides Gran's crew throughout their journey. She has traveled the skies with Gran's father. Ah.
Hey. Yeah. Slow down.
Well, seems like a lively little village.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this town is nice.
I almost forgot!
Got a strong trade network going. Kinda reminds me of good old Port Breeze.
We should look for a place.
Did you
where we
almost
can
forgot to
rest.
join the stream, or?
Me? But I feel fine.
You've had a rough afternoon today. You shouldn't
Lyria,
push
you
yourself
literally
too
lost
hard.
control of your summon and fell at least 10 stories. I think you taking a small nap in an inn is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could grab a bite.
Maybe we could grab a bite.
Gee, I didn't know our captain was such a foodie. Time to find some delicious apples, or whatever's tasty.
At least Vern the dragon is asking for apples and not like
If
pork
Lyria's up
chops.
for a little excursion, then I don't see the harm in it.
In the meantime, I'll grab the Grand Cipher. Should be a dock around here somewhere.
As for me, I'm hankering to try the local brews they got in these parts.
We just got here.
I just got interested in the lore and whatnot, not from what I randomly found this game and decided, nah, what the hell.
Ugh, you don't deserve anything.
Plus, I'm a fan of Final
You're all
Fantasy.
too much.
See, this game has a similar sort of aesthetic.
Anyway, after exploring for a bit, let's meet back at that big building over there.
Ah, yes, the church. You cannot tell me that isn't a church or a temple.
Come on, I want to take a look around. I can't wait to explore.
Oh,
I love
time to
visiting
explore a new
places
town.
For the first time.
Oh, and then we got some kids engaging in an epic duel to the death.
What should we do first? So many choices.
I give them an A for effort.
Yeah. They are not yet aware of the way of the warrior. Meanwhile, the kid is practicing by himself.
I have to say, you're a real lifesaver. Well then, see you next time.
It's always a pleasure. Come again.
And behold, our Lalafell
Sierra,
of the game.
it's Lyria. And the cat.
Apparently, someone that these guys know.
You made it all the way to this skydom too? Boy, you really do get around. You might just say I'm everywhere. Everywhere the cash flows.
Got it. So we won't find you in the evil supervillain's castle then. Right?
Oh. I hear a door lock. Hold on.
Well, yeah, you can trade charge for items. Let's see.
By the way, the blacksmith right there makes some fine weaponry if you need some new gear.
Why not? This all this town feels like
mentioned. Let me take a peek at your gear.
actually we got all sorts of characters to play as. So we got the Traveler's Sword, Rukatlasia, the Flint Spike, Little Witch Scepter, the Dres, and Egoism. So out of curiosity, Gad, if you had to pick a character to play as, because you can play as more than just the captain here, who do you think you would pick out of this starting roster? They all have their own different elements, so no wrong choices there. Meantime, let's upgrade the weapon. I'll upgrade it to 2. I don't get it. Does it want me to do it all? I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Oh. I wasn't actually going into the next thing. That was my problem.
I'm glad we know where to look if we need to sharpen our weapon. You can say that again.
And now we have to explore the town and run back into our allies.
Okay. Sorry about that. My sister just got back home from being out, so I was still discussing about what happened and everything else with the water situation.
Nah. Let's see. Taking a look at all the
just to give you a heads up, a little ways in, a little as like chaos was like starting to stream and all, my neighbor's toilet upstairs exploded and water started coming through the floor through my bathroom fan, so I had a mess to clean up. Everything's all cool. They got their side cleaned up. I got my side cleaned up. But now I gotta make a stop to the laundromat to clean up the towels I used.
Oh yeah, let me also give you guys a little preview as to what happened beforehand. Something that you missed that is somewhat significant to the rest of the story. That, my friends, was how you summon a literal deity to kill a bunch of wyverns.
Sure showed those losers.
You can't mess with the best.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Hope your brother got his car back.
Yep.
What are you?
It wouldn't.
Oh, good.
You wouldn't. He did, thankfully. That was just so much funny timing.
What's happening? What's wrong?
So yeah, that led to a boss fight where I had to deal with Bahamut.
Oh no.
Bit. So yeah, that was fun. Proto-Bahamut, as he is called, and naturally he's weak to light. My character does win, so I was doing jack to him. Here's his first model.
Oh, jeez.
Here's his second model.
Oh, man. Oh,
did I mention that Bahamut is God?
Yeah, you did.
He's the equivalent of Arceus. He's credited with creating everything, and then being a lazy bastard about maintaining it.
Oh, thankfully you guys...
Yeah, thankfully everything with Gad's brother got fixed.
Yeah. Yeah, and so sorry about that noise when my neighbors have a loud motorcycle.
Yeah.
As I was about to say, thankfully he managed to get things under. You guys managed to get him under control for now, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I find it funny how we go from, oh, yeah, Skywyvern, you know, the typical enemy you might fight in a game where you fly around an airship, to literally God!
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all that easy either, so I had to, like, be careful with how I fought him. And then we go to wolves.
Mm-hmm. Wolves, hornbirds, crocodile.
Yeah, no, not Quackadile, Quackadile.
Yeah. I wonder what caused Bahamut to go a little crazy there.
That's a good question. Also, to summarize the game, the whole world was created by Bahamut. But Bahamut created people called the Astral to maintain everything, and then went to do his own thing because he figured people didn't need a omnipotent dragon god to pay attention to them every 5 seconds. And the moment he lifted up a cup to have a cup of tea, people immediately started having problems. It's a well, we'll see yet. But anyway, to also go over a couple of details. So, in terms of the races we have humans. We have not Makotes, the Urinis. We have the Fravens, which are not Lullafels. And we have the Drafts, which are bulkier, but instead of being dragon people, they're cow people. I specifically bring up the Ara because the women are a lot smaller.
Makes sense.
Also, we got the primal beast known as Ares.
Oh, jeez.
But don't worry, she's with Katarina now. Yes, this Ares is specifically female.
Yeah, I noticed.
Let's see, trophies. We might get some stuff, so I'm gonna make sure we grab that. Head empty, just crabs. Alrighty. Battle.
Yeah.
Actually, there's. Hey, you never know, man. We may eventually go up against that. Oh, autocorrect with being a dick to you, my man.
Dang it, autocorrect. Alright, the Moogle treasure trove is up again.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's everything I could
of course, we
potentially.
now have the Moxpendium.
Yep. So anyway, let's go talk to people. Who can I trust this key to? Me, sir. You can trust it to me. Me, I am an RPG protagonist. The bears are almost behind me. I made one too many blunders. Thing is, there's something my partner and I. We're else like you do later. Do you think you can get it for us? No problem.
What should we do first? So many choices. Let's kick some tail.
Enter the new town, and I'm already out for blood.
Eugen's already, making connections with the locals. Methods aside, he did know all the talk in Auguste.
You would not believe this.
Resourceful.
What?
They got all the things, like, in different objectives. And and they have this category called the Ultimate Challenge where it's completed once per event period. You want to know what this event is? The challenge is scoring at least 8,000 points during a single ocean fishing voyage.
When this god stirs up a wind,
that explains everything I've seen on Twitter of everybody going nuts with ocean fishing. It's the ultimate challenge for this time around.
we'd be rich if we got in on the action somehow. You catching my drift? Anyway, gonna stay put and sniff around for more.
I'm just gonna stick to my bounty
Let
hunts
you
at the
know when I
moment.
hear. See you later, Captain. One more for the road.
Damn, guy, you made a good decision. This character is also an alcoholic. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Naturally, I'm joking. Joking, I'm just referencing to his Monster Hunter character. Now here's a character I think you probably would like to play as, mainly because she's a wizard.
Hey,
or a witch.
she looks adorable.
Yep.
Hey, what you looking at? You dumb lizard! Don't sneak up on me like that! Lizard! So, what you doing
Fair enough.
now? Checking out the makeup selection. Ooh, that's so grown up. An elegant lady knows the importance of looking her best. I see. I still don't know anything about makeup. You're naturally pretty, but a dab here or there could bring out a whole new you. Really? I don't know if that's me at all. How about this? Next time we'll do our faces together. With Rosetta's tutoring, of course. Aren't you curious how Lyria will look, Captain?
Sounds like a good idea. I think the second one sounds kind of like an insult.
Sounds like a good idea.
Maybe I can be a sophisticated lady too. Gee, what a selection. I don't know what most of this stuff is for.
So yeah. The only thing I know about Granblue Fantasy is that there's a fighting game spin-off, I think. Yes, there is. That is Granblue Fantasy Versus, which is why I ultimately decided to stick with the default name of Gran, because Gran is... well... Gran has his voice. Oh yeah, we got something for killing goblins. Excellent. The only thing better than... the only thing better than a massacre is a massacre that has a bounty attached to it. Da-da-da. Now we see the other characters wherever the heck they are. Nope.
I can't wait to see more of the town.
You might think, how is his legs okay? But this man literally fell off off his ship for about
Probably better not to ask.
or 10,000 stories. Ooh.
And every primal beast has her secrets.
Wait, she's a primal beast?
Hi, Rosetta.
Nice of you to drop by, Lyria. Come to see my part of town?
Actually, I wanted to ask you how I could help the crew.
Is that so? Well, I'd say there's no need to stress out about it.
But I want to be useful and do my share.
Oh dear. I think you might be overthinking this.
Still,
My dear, you could literally summon the dragon god.
Guidebooks are pretty useful.
Granted, you might need to learn how to tell Bahamut to calm down before he blows up the ship.
Just jot down the fun things you've seen and done. Whatever you want to share with us.
better than complaining all the time. That's like the opposite of being helpful. You're right. Okay, I'll write the best guidebook ever.
I can't wait to read it. Such a refreshing breeze.
I love how we just got a canon explanation for a mechanic that I found out before I even talked to her. Alrighty, who do I find next? Catalina is the last one I run into. Funny.
He takes such good care of the Grand Cipher. I guess after everything...
Airship of that size is a first for me, but I reckon I can handle her.
Sorry for pushing you guys.
Shucks, it ain't nothing. I'll leave this spot empty, so go ahead and fly her in.
Thanks a million. I'll get right on it.
Rackham, hi!
Well, look who it is. I managed to find a place that can patch up the Grand Cipher. Just got done haggling with him.
I'm sorry the ship got hurt. That was my fault.
Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? You had nothing to do with it.
But
Look, it was a random
Look.
accident. No one could have known our dragon friend would go all
Look,
crazy.
Lyria, it's not your fault. Well, we just have to make sure Bahamut, when he's really calm and maybe had a few drinks, pays the bill.
beats me. I just hope it's not an omen of bad things to come.
No point losing sleep over what ifs. Let's just forget about
Can
it.
you imagine we're just like going through something like the ship, the Dawn Trail, then we have Light losing control of her summons in that game.
Let's see some more
Oh
enthusiasm,
God!
huh? Anyway, I'd better go move the Grand Cipher before anything happens to her. Go have fun.
Actually, you know what? Then never mind. We all lose control of our individual summons. We all summon something with at least one of our classes. I summon Frey. Gat summons a...
Look at today's special.
Well. Alright. This is technically canon, so...
Looks tasty.
Remember his runs on Pokemon Logic, and she just threw a couple of chips.
I'm thinking the cheese fondue.
Here's what the menu says for the fondue. Luscious melty cheese. Dip bread and veggies as you please. Oh, it all looks so good.
Yeah, baby. Alrighty, now to find the last member of the group, which is the one that has the proper duty/responsibilities of protecting Lyria. Not that I'm saying Gran doesn't do a good job.
Again. Guess old military habits die hard, huh? If she hadn't betrayed the Erste Empire to save Lyria, who knows where we'd be now?
Hi, Catalina.
Yeah, it is correcting it with the wrong words. What on earth?
Thought I might get in some training. I once spent hours practicing my strikes.
Oh, no wonder you're a master swordswoman.
Not yet, I'm afraid. Maybe I'm halfway there at best.
Well, you are currently level 3.
Buddy, but I wonder who's better, you or Catalina.
Do I brag or do I be humble? You know, given how I can't summon a astral beast unless I hold somebody's hands.
Probably Catalina.
It's hard to say at a glance, though it might be fun to cross swords sometime.
You mean like a
Besides, Catalina has a full body armor. Meanwhile, I have gauntlets, a chest plate, and boots.
You're right. There's no rule that says I can only pick one
Which isn't bad.
Captain, before we
My
proceed
feet are
any
protected, my hands are
just one
protected,
thing.
and
Make
my
sure to
heart
check
is
our mastery
protected.
points from time to time. Battles may begin to feel tense if we don't sharpen our skills.
I'm guessing... mastery points is for leveling up. Armor break.
Can't wait to try this out.
Power attack. Is that for everyone? Ooh, it is for everyone. I hate it when it's like that.
Good stuff.
Alright, gonna get 2.
Oh, that's how it's done. Can't wait to try this out.
Behold, new power.
Alright. And why not? I'll get Eugen.
Old dogs do learn new tricks.
Because I do believe this game has multiplayer, Gat, so if you ever get interested,
I mustn't fall behind our captain.
then feel free. Okay, we've officially talked to everyone, so now we go to church.
A little
where we're going to pray to Bahamut to forgive us for our sins, and to use some of the funds of the church to repair the ship.
The meetup spot was somewhere around here, right?
Oh. Archives. Alrighty. And now we wait.
Are you done looking around?
Yeah, I think I've seen everything.
Yeah, I think I've seen everything.
Same. Let's take a quick break while we wait.
It's gonna get some used to some. It's gonna take some getting used to with the fact that there's a proper voice actor to say the lines I pick.
Oh yeah, Rackham did say he.
So many games decide not to do that, and I don't.
Tell you something?
So it actually feels nice to have it here.
When I was falling off the ship, I felt so happy knowing you sprang to my rescue. We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. It hasn't always been the safest trip, but you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you. And since our lives are intertwined, let's make the most of our journey together.
Yeah.
Now my face feels a little hot.
And I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen.
Doesn't it smell nice?
Sure does.
I guess Think Road does that too.
Kept y'all waiting.
Kept you all waiting, huh?
Cypher's officially in the shop.
Nice work. Thanks, Rackham. So, we've got time to burn, it seems. Anyone want?
Almost forgot this.
Hmm? You guys hear that?
All right, I'm off.
Mwah.
Pardon my rudeness. I don't do well with lizards.
Hey! I ain't no lizard!
It can talk?
I do beg your pardon. We didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. We should really inform everyone when we visit town. Hey, we got a little dragon here. Don't freak out.
Intend on starting any trouble. Actually, we're a crew of humble skyfarers.
Skyfarers. All who take to win in airships are called Skyfarers. So we're pretty much Sky Vikings.
This is Vern. I assure you he means no harm. If anything, he's quite the lovable dragon once you get to know him.
You've got it all wrong, Catalina. I'm a cool dragon.
Huh. Skyfarers, you say? Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is...
Roland, you've got to help us. A tornado suddenly hit our village out of nowhere.
That damn tornado. It's going to pay now.
Remain here in Folka. I'll handle the rest. My apologies. It seems I'm needed elsewhere, so I'm afraid this is farewell for now.
Hey, wait! He sure ran off in a hurry.
And I heard him say
No one gets to fight a...
We should follow him.
No one gets to fight a primal beast without me. If Final Fantasy taught at me anything, is that that as the protagonist I have to kill at least 5 gods before the game is done. Or at least 5 things that might be equivalent to a god.
People stuck in Tempeal. Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
Don't worry, I am here, and I will constantly jump when I want to talk to people. Not because I'm excitable, but because I don't know the button.
Whoosh! And that primeval god is not happy.
Slow down, take a few deep breaths, and tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, I'm calm.
An altar, fierce winds, and what they call a primeval god. Sound familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Smells fishy. It's gotta be connected to Bahamut going ballistic on us.
That guy with glasses knows something we don't. Wanna see if we can tag along?
He could lead us to a clue. What do you think, Captain?
Sounds awful like a primal beast to me.
Sounds an awful lot like a primal beast to me.
Primal beasts. Atro used these godlike beasts as weapons during the war. After they exiled their former masters, many primals slept in the form of crystals or were integrated into budding civilizations as objects of worship. Primals can only be controlled by astrals, but their rare and terrible rampages are on the order of a natural catastrophe. Primeval gods. Powerful beings act as guardian deities to this island. With altars where the gods are enshrined.
Yep. Which means there's only one way to handle this.
Right then. I know what I have to do. Time to get moving.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello again. The situation is a bit out of hand, as you can see. If you need something from me, can it wait? I must leave town for a spell.
Then I'll cut to the chase. Allow us to join you.
Say that again?
It seems you're in a predicament. Depending on the situation, we could be of help.
I appreciate the offer, I really do.
You mentioned a primal beast, right? If that's the problem, we want to lend a hand.
We hit our own snag as soon as we arrived in this skydom. Bet you a round of drinks whatever you're facing has to do with us, too.
Simply put, our goals are aligned. It takes two to tango, wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
I don't know how to tango.
Though, more hands would certainly be welcome. Very well. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Anything can happen out there. You should get organized before we head out.
All right. Who are we calling to the front line?
Alrighty, so now naturally I get to figure out which characters I want to play as. Obviously, I'm going to play as the captain here, but a party with one person will not do. So we're gonna bring
Resist my help?
Katarina. We're gonna grab
Yep, let's move out.
Jin to represent Gat. And we're going to grab Io to represent Light Trainer. It also helps that she utilizes light, the element I would assume the Light Trainer here would want to use.
Yep.
So we got wind, water, earth, and light.
See that counter? That's where we can pick up new quests. Let's check back often, okay? You set. That dude's gonna need serious help fixing the tornado problem.
Let's see. Is there anything? Oh, I gotta make sure I assign the skills. Dang it. Oh no, never mind. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm taking the one person who has healing winds on my side. That isn't sarcasm. I'm actually legitimately glad. I now just feel bad. I guess it takes... Okay, in my defense, it takes her a while before she even gets an alternative spell.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh god. This skill list is a lot longer than I thought it was, gang.
Don't underestimate spellcasters. And looks like there's even more to it once you get past chapter 5.
Yes, there is. I'll be damned. Is there an actual character who needs additional skills, or is the game just yelling at me? Yeah, I think the game is just yelling at me.
Oh, are you a Skyfarer, perchance? If you're looking for coin, I can help you find jobs from all over the Skydom. So, would you be interested in taking a quest or two? Or, maybe more?
And naturally, we can also do co-op. Let's see, we got Fate episodes, which are character specific. See, so we got Gran, Catalina, Rackham, Io, Eugene, and Rosetta. Rosetta is the incarnation of the primal beast Rose Queen and has traveled with Gran's father in the past. Alrighty, gang. Gang, we're traveling with an icon.
Yeah.
Ain't that funny? So before we
that
go to...
explains the rose motif.
Yeah. So before we go in, let's do Io because she doesn't have too much right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I hadn't met Master Zaka on that fateful day... If he hadn't saved me, there's no way I'd be where I am now. I'm from the Vault's Duchy, where the weather's sweltering all year long, thanks to a river of lava that flows through the island.
Yeah, that would do it.
My hometown might not have been the most scenic.
The weather is sweltering. It can't be that hot, surely. Thanks to the river of lava. Well, you know, that makes sense.
So long, I can finally say that with pride. Before I left on my journey, I was completely clueless. When my master went missing, I just ran around like a chicken with its head cut off. I was looking for something.
Is it wrong? I find it kind of morbid that's an actual description.
The crew. The reason behind his disappearance turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined.
Like a real life description, not like a game one.
His mind. They had manipulated him into awakening the primal beast that had lain dormant beneath the ground, Colossus. Fortunately, I was
snap! Woken up an X-Men.
Thwarting the Empire's attempt to exploit Colossus's powers for conquest. I learned that they were doing all sorts of horrible things, even to their own people, in order to achieve their goals. My master was a kind person who never hesitated to help those in need. I resented the Empire for making him suffer. And I couldn't just sit around when there was work to be done. That's why I decided to join the crew. To stick it to those Empire jerks and give their victims something to smile about.
Alrighty. Favorite teacher, finished prologue. Alright. I might as well. It's a free level up, you know?
Yeah.
A few years before I met the crew, I lost my parents to an epidemic. I mourned their deaths for who knows how long. I could barely even bring myself to face reality each morning. With no living relatives and vaults, I was like a ship adrift at sea. I had nowhere to go and nowhere to belong. Until one day, my master reached out his hand to me. I was so depressed I just kept staring at the ground. That gentle smile never left his face as he asked me, "Why do you look so sad?" There was something in his voice that made me look up. When I did, a beautiful bouquet of flowers appeared in his hands, seemingly out of thin air. I had no idea how he'd done it, but I knew it must have been some kind of parlor trick. But he insisted it was magic. What a goofball, right? saying that when he can use real magic. But it was just the magic I needed at that moment. Beautiful and kind. He went on to show me all kinds of incredible spells, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Watching him made me smile at a time when I thought I'd forgotten how. My master would always say that magic exists to make people happy. Something about that spoke to me.
Well, Io, I'm very glad that you took that to heart, and you have your first spell be a healing spell.
Begging him to teach me magic. I'll never forget how happy I was when he told me I had talent. After all, if he was right, that meant I had the potential to make people smile too.
I like this. We get lordoms and we get more. Smile, conjurer. Abracadabra. You can have a smile now. Abracadabra.
One day, shortly after I joined the crew, I suddenly lost the ability to use magic.
Oh God!
No matter how many times
I joined the crew, and then I immediately couldn't do magic anymore.
The rest of the crew thought Master Zaka might have the answers I needed, so we set sail for Vaults. It'd been forever since I'd been back home. My master was thrilled to see how much I'd grown. I opened my mouth to ask him about my problem, but when I saw how happy he looked, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'd promised him that I'd come back as a great mage, but there I was, unable to cast even a single spell. The last thing I wanted was for him to be disappointed in me. Around that time, an epidemic returned to Vaults, the same disease that had claimed the lives of my parents. Wanting to keep it from spreading any further, my master headed to the clinic to speak with the people who'd been infected. But he ended up getting sick too. The source of the epidemic turned out to be an evil spirit that revealed itself to us right there in the clinic. I immediately confronted it. That rotten creature had already taken my parents from me. I wasn't gonna let it take anyone else. Determined to make it pay, I raised my staff, but nothing happened. I'll never forget how it felt to watch, helplessly, as my parents' killer got away. The crew gave chase, but I continued to stand where I was. Without my magic, I didn't see the point. I'd just end up getting in the way. All I could do was watch as my master suffered, withering away. Nothing had changed since the last time. But you know, it wasn't all bad. In search of a solution to my magic loss at the local library, I happened to come across a beautiful golden staff, one left to me by my mother. That's when Master Zaka revealed that my mother had been a mage too. On the verge of tears, I clenched my staff tightly in frustration. My beloved home and master were being threatened by a disease-spreading spirit, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Just as I began feeling completely hopeless, the staff began to glow. Somehow I could feel it encouraging me, empowering me. So what if I
Yeah, this definitely seems like the type of character you would like to play as.
Unable to stand around doing nothing any longer, I ran off to find the crew. When I finally
Like, I'm sorry if I'm stereotyping you here, but
the disease. That left me as the only person who could fight. There wasn't a second to lose. It was that moment when I decided I was done running away. I'd promised myself a long time ago that I was going to use my magic to make people happy. Filled with newfound resolve, I heard a voice coming from the staff.
You can do it!
The voice told me to visualize the power flowing through me. As I did, I could feel magic welling up inside me, flooding out from deep within. With my mom's help, I was able to defeat the evil spirit. As soon as it was gone,
I'm just wondering now, what is the name of this evil spirit? I'm going to Google it, mainly because I'm curious if it's something that we know.
symptoms gone. The power spread through the entire island of Valstechi, eliminating the disease and bringing smiles back to the people. Things were a little touch and go there for a while, but in the end, everyone pulled through. And I've been able to use my magic without any issue ever since. I just know it's because my mom is watching over me through my staff. Thanks to her, I can keep traveling with the crew, using the staff she left me to bring out more smiles along the way.
Yay! And now, to be completely fair, we do Mr. Eye Patch. What is his whole deal?
I once gave up being a skyfarer. Also, I could take up arms to protect my home island, Auguste. Man, she was special. You see, there aren't too many places in Fana Grande with oceans, much less ones as gorgeous and pristine as Auguste's. And I'd be damned if I stood by as the Erste Empire sullied its waters with the byproducts of their weapons research. It goes without saying that I enlisted. Good thing, too, because it was in the midst of the ensuing war that I met the Grand Cipher crew. They helped us, the local mercenaries, I mean, take a stand against those Imperial punks. It wasn't a picnic, but we weren't gonna go down without a fight. In the end, the war wasn't decided by either side, but by the patron deity of the land, Leviathan, who damn near
Yeah, it wasn't any of us. It was actually Leviathan.
Small compared to a battle like that, huh? Well, not long after, as if irony was waiting to bite me on the ass, my estranged daughter showed up out of the blue. I know what you're thinking. What kind of parent wouldn't rejoice at seeing their child again? But it's complicated, and it's all my fault. Man, the way Apollonia looked at me, like a wolf staring down her bunny-eared breakfast. I couldn't face her. But this crew, there was something about their vitality, you know? Here were these young'uns standing against impossible odds and coming out stronger for it. Maybe if this old man took good notes, he could eventually have an honest conversation with his own baby girl. So, I asked to join the crew, and took up a life of skyfaring once again. The next time my daughter and I met, I wouldn't let fear and regret keep me from moving forward.
Family matters. I'm sorry, but so you think, but it wasn't either of us who decided the war. It was freaking Leviathan.
How'd me and my daughter end up estranged? Well, the first thing you need to know is that my wife was stricken by a terminal illness. I refused to listen to the doctors.
Oh, I know who his daughter is.
Cure in Auguste. Surely there ought to have been something in other lands. And so, I left my family at home, crisscrossing the skies, looking for a cure.
I am going to share a link to it. But now, the fact what it's called should be a little bit more confusing for you guys.
The heck?
The cure eluded me.
Yeah.
And while I was away, my wife, she breathed.
His daughter is known as the Black Knight.
I wasn't there for her when she needed me most. I never even got the chance to say goodbye. Regret and self-loathing crashed over me in never-ending waves, threatening to pull me under.
Damn, no wonder why this guy likes his booze.
Imagine the pain. And there was nothing I could do about it. It was all my fault.
Girl, that's a girl.
Countless days looking after her sick mother, fighting off fear.
Still looks sick though, don't get me wrong.
It's not hard to imagine why she hates me. She must have asked herself time and again, why was her father gallivanting across the skies while his family suffered? By the time I finally came home, she was long gone.
There we go.
There were no other relatives to turn to. The only family she'd known was no more. All I could do was stand dazed and helpless in the cold, empty shell of the home we'd made.
Gun!
After that, 15 years passed. I met the captain, and through my travels with the crew, reunited with my daughter. This might surprise you, but we didn't have a tearful, touching father-daughter reunion the second time around either. I spent so long telling myself that the next time we met, I'd face up to my past. But when the moment came, I froze. What could I possibly say or do for her as a father, after all this time? Any courage I'd mustered withered in the face of her scorn, and I was left standing there, feeling like an old bastard. Sometime after this heartwarming reunion, I bonded with Leviathan, and through our link, saw glimpses of what lay in my daughter's heart. I thought I had escaped all those painful memories, but here they were. In that world created by the pact with Leviathan, my wife was still alive. I saw how things might have been if I had done things differently. Of course, I knew none of this was real, but I would rather stay in a world of memory than live in a cold, lonely reality without her. But she wasn't having any of that. She said I couldn't sacrifice my future
I'm
to
trying to
dwell in
find
the
a
past.
cure, but it was all for
She made me
nothing.
promise to fix things between myself and our daughter. Said she'd boot me out of the ocean if I came back without completing my task. Her words finally gave me the push I needed to face my past and start on the path to a brighter future. They gave me the strength to fight for my daughter in her hour of need. And I'd like to think that I finally did something fatherly, if only just the once. Of course, I don't expect our relationship to be mended with one conversation or act of bravery. But little by little, I think we're getting there.
Alrighty. Now I'm just gonna go for the captain because, damn it, gang, I'm the protagonist. We might as well know my backstory. Then afterwards, tell me if you guys think we should do the others or not.
Adventure began with a strange
I think
light
we should. I
falling
mean,
over
give
my
them
home
all a
island of
little bit of little
chased
bit
it
of a
to the
stat
impact
boost through their
site,
stories
where I
because
found a
I'm
blue-haired
curious
girl
about these
named
guys.
Lyria and a knight, Catalina. The girl was shaken, and pretty soon I learned the reason why. She was on the run from Erste Empire soldiers.
Fun fact, there's actually a little anime that goes through the
So I stepped up to protect
beginning of
Lyria
this
from those
game's
awful
lore.
tyrants. Catalina and I fended them off well enough, but when their backs were in the corner, they released a fire-breathing hydra. It charged me, sending me flying into the tree line. Moments away from death, all I could think about was Dad. He'd been the one who trained me, and he'd done a great job, but... well, who expects their son to get attacked by a five-headed horror? He was going to be devastated. So, it's all over. Just as I began to sink into darkness, a gentle light enveloped my body. Lyria, wreathed by a mystical halo, was floating above me with her hand outstretched. She explained that she was going to merge our life forces. Fortunately, it worked. From that moment forward, Lyria and I would be inextricably linked. Looking into her blue eyes, I knew I had nothing to fear, not even death itself. 2 people, 1 life, a greater whole. Lyria had taken a huge risk to save me. Now, if one of us got hit with a fatal blow, it was curtains for both. And that thought awakened in me a desperate hunger for survival, for life. The next moment, Lyria and I felt this reverberation of power. The torrent of emotion rushing from me had awakened something. Darkness and flame swirled around us, coalescing into a massive dragon, Bahamut. With him on our side, we made short work of the Imperial Hydra. Now that their trump card had been blasted into oblivion, the Imperial Army had no choice but to run.
Makes sense. They had to deal with God.
Chase that light. No Lyria, no lifelink, no adventure. Man, I probably wouldn't even have set foot off of Zinkenstill. Fate's a funny thing, isn't it? Since meeting Lyria, we've seen our fair share of joy and happiness, and pain and suffering. But the Grand Cypher crew doesn't buckle under pressure. We'll take on anything the journey throws at us. No regrets.
Alrighty, the journey begins. Grab me, Catalina and Lyria, who are fleeing the Empire. Okay, if this is stuff we just see, well, yeah, it is previous summary. What am I expecting?
Yeah.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. We just humiliated the Empire, who probably had reserves waiting somewhere close by. We realized we needed to get off Zinkenstill. Fast. The Empire was not.
Moral of the story, gang: never let there be survivors. Always wipe them out.
Since we shared a life force now and all, it was in everyone's best interests if we stayed together. Plus, I'd always wanted to explore the far reaches of the skies. Though, doing it on the run, not what I had in mind. There was so much to think about, so much to decide. But all those plans could come after we had escaped Zinkenstill. I didn't want a whole army, this time with, I don't know, 30 Hydras marching on my home island. And, well, I had another, more personal reason for wanting to leave. Before I knew it, our journey was at an end. The end. As in, we'd reached the end of the skies. My son, I'm waiting for you on Estalucia. I thought about Dad's letter. I missed him. When I was young, he would take me to the edge of the island, and we'd sit there, admiring the clouds. I wanted so badly to explore those skies, just like Dad. I had to see him again. And now, I wouldn't have to make that journey alone. With Vern, Lyria, and Catalina at my side, we commandeered a small Imperial craft and set out for the greatest of destinations, Estalucia.
Ah, so that's why we're trying to find this mythical land. To get the child support.
From the moment we left Zinkenstill, our adventures were hectic, to say the least. Catalina, who claimed to be an experienced pilot, crashed our small vessel onto the gusty fields of Port Breeze. But we quickly pulled ourselves together and found a new ally, and helmsman, in the form of Rackham. Since then, we gained more and more allies, and no matter what obstacle we faced, the crew always worked in tandem to find a solution. It's all thanks to their support that I've made it this far. And what a wild ride it's been. To think I had never even set foot off of Zinkenstill. But now, I can't even count the number of islands we've saved, let alone visited. Sure, being a roving band of heroes is difficult, but it's got its perks. New faces, new places, and a whole airship's worth of fun. Who could pass this life up? Anyway, we've just begun the next chapter of our adventure. We discovered another piece of the sky map, which led us to Zega Grande. Yeah, a whole new skydom. Just imagine the danger, the promise. But I knew it was going to be fine. Just another set of memories to add to our ever-growing collection. I hope you're ready, Zega Grande, because here we come.
Bahamut be like, oh, you getting cocky now, boy? Alrighty, gang. Who do we do next? Do we do Catalina, Rackham, or Rosetta?
I'm curious about Rosetta there.
Alrighty, guy. You have a grand total of 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Cat?
14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh.
There's a snack. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's in Gad, because I'm actually getting very curious on all the different characters.
Sorry, my dang frickin' chair got caught on my cords.
Okay.
Almost
So
knocked down my fan.
anyway. So yeah, we're more or less going through all the character lore because it's very interesting. It helps gives us an idea about the characters we're going to be controlling / playing as. We just finished Gran, and we got Catalina, Rackham, and Rosetta. So who would we want to go for next? Light's voting for Rosetta, the one who is actually a primal beast. So that's fun.
Yeah. Anyways, be right back.
Alrighty. Of course, Light had to be right back. Out of curiosity, Gad, did you get the whole gist about Gran? Giving Light some time to come on back? I'm curious what these other memories will be like. Oh, sorry, Gad. I was just saying. Did you get what Gran's whole story was? Just waiting for Light because she chose the worst time to just leave. Okay, so long story short, in Act 1, when he sees Catalina and Lyria get attacked by the Empire, you're gonna realize they were outnumbered. So he goes to join them. Then overwhelmed by the Force, they decide, hey, that boy's kicking our butt. Quick, summon the Hydra! And nearly killed Gran in a blow that knocked him into a tree. So Lyria, doing the honest thing, because the boy risked his life for them, merge half her life force with him, make them one being, and then together, realizing this fact, summon Bahamut, who then proceeded to nuke the Hydra. I find it funny. Granted, it's proto-Bahamut, not proper Bahamut, but still, it's still a Bahamut. Alright, yeah. And then EO was a magic...
Okay, sorry I missed part of that. My other sister came home and we were discussing a little more about what happened to... Oh, you were waiting for me?
Yep.
Okay.
It's still a giant fuck you, dragon. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter which Bahamut we're talking about. He's still overkill.
Zega Grande, the forgotten skydom. As I gazed into its perennial blue, I reflected on my last time here.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, we were discussing a little more about the toilet volcano that happened.
Have you been here before, Rosetta?
And thankfully, she was actually understanding because this is the first time water was an issue in this building.
Eventually, I'll share my tales of the captain's father and our journey together. When the
Which
time's
also
right,
resulted in... Last time it happened, it resulted in me having bad floorboards in my bedroom. Can't be helped.
It was here in these skies
The
that we would
previous
eventually part.
landowner did not give two cares.
I know. In the eyes of eternity, our time together lasted no longer than a blink. Yet his impact on me felt nothing short of eternal. Indeed, it wasn't nostalgia that I felt upon revisiting these skies. Rather, it was the significance of this place and all that transpired here that weighed heavily upon my heart.
Ooh. A priceless name.
During the war, primal beasts were exploited by the Astrals as instruments of battle. Withered and faded, one primal would eventually drift to Lumassier Archipelago, making a home for herself. Over time, she grew accustomed to the comforts of its forests and the serenity they offered. It was a far cry from the brutalities of war. Centuries would pass until a young man stumbled upon her domain, forever altering the course of her life. She engaged him in a vicious battle, but was ultimately humbled in defeat. Accepting her fate, she resigned herself to death. However, the man would sheath his blade and, to her surprise, asked if she would join him on a journey across the skies. A primal beast was supposedly no more than an astral weapon. Beings born to be controlled, manipulated, and ill-used since time immemorial. She had never entertained the idea of something more. In fact, she hardly had a name for herself. Well, she did have a moniker, but it was a meaningless one, whose sole purpose was to identify her as a weapon. Perhaps out of pity, perhaps out of kindness, the man bestowed upon her a new name. It was from that moment she would truly blossom. Rosetta. It was his gift to her, one she would treasure and love for eternity.
Grandfather already feels like a JRPG protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And next.
Off the old block.
With every union comes an inevitable separation. When his journey neared its final chapters, as he took up arms against the god of destruction, I returned to the forests of Lumassier. After my return to the archipelago, I briefly longed for his companionship, But the flora and fauna kept me company. Decades came and went, and one day I would encounter yet another young visitor to the island. There was no mistaking it. This was his offspring. I realized at that very moment the time had come. He had entrusted this child to me from the ends of the skies. My heart swelled, but I concealed my excitement, flashing naught but a smile at the young captain. I would join the up-and-coming Skyfarer's crew on the Grand Cipher for another journey across the skies, this time as a bystander. During their travels, they would experience joys and triumphs alongside loss and hardship. I continued to observe from afar, doing my best to obscure my true intentions. My roots were well planted in the past. Knowing what I knew, would I be able to act as a part of their crew in earnest? Before long, my ambivalence would come to a head. My convictions had begun to waver. Was this the right approach? Of course, I was conscious of reality. I knew their journey wouldn't be easy. They would have to face the harsh
I love how she's able to be like cold and mysterious, and when she hears things, she's like, "Oh my god, am I even doing the right thing? The right word? The right motion?
My presence
Could I do more? Could I do less?"
was inconsequential, and at worst, a hindrance to the crew. I thought if I weren't here, the captain, EO, the entire crew would handle themselves just fine. Perhaps the time had come to retire to the forests once more. But as I was preparing to leave, EO grabbed my hand so sweetly, so innocently, and said she needed me to stay. I couldn't bring myself to abandon her. I would be the bystander no longer. Everyone in the crew had a role to play, and I would be the exception no more. Finally, I found my purpose. I was free to experience the skies once again, hand in hand with the captain. It wasn't duty.
Honestly, yeah, I think part of it is like she has motherly instincts, but she has no actual idea to. But you know, because she's a artificial weapon, I don't think she's well.
Thus, our journey continued. Only this time, I felt that I was a true member of the Grand Cipher.
Alrighty. That's the Rose Queen done.
For now.
Alright, now we got Catalina and Rackham.
Let's do Catalina.
Yeah, alrighty. She's officially the first character in the story proper, in regards to Lyria's life.
You think you know the sky and wind, but then you come to a foreign land, where unfamiliar songs on the air beckon you toward the unknown.
Catalina, where do you think this breeze is coming from?
The wind rustled Lyria's hair affectionately as she spoke. From somewhere far, far away. Much time has passed since Lyria and I escaped from the Erste Empire and met the captain in the woods of Zinkenstill. I found myself thankful that the sky has no limit, because no matter how many journeys I've made at her side, there will always be more to look forward to.
Well, that was awfully short.
Lyria and I first crossed paths when I was still a knight of Erste, and she a tool in the Empire's mad experiments on dark essence. So you're Lyria. I was appointed to stay by her side as both captor and guardian. She reminded me of a beautifully crafted puppet, never moving or speaking unless commanded. Her expression was fixed, and her eyes were bright, but cold, as if made of glass. Moved to pity, I wanted, at the very least, to light a smile on her face. But I may as well have been talking to a doll. I couldn't find the part of her that was alive. It wasn't until many days had escaped us that I realized Lyria was a real girl with a feeling soul. She simply didn't know how to act like one. So, I taught her to laugh when she felt joy, and cry when she felt sadness. Through books and reverie, I taught her to long for the outside world, and when colors on a page were no longer enough, I took her hand and led her to the roof of the military base. The illustrations Lyria had seen were lovely, but the sky
I like how
now
apparently she
stretching above
couldn't
her was boundless
couldn't properly
and so
emote,
luminous
but she could
that it
apparently
drew
learn how to
forth
read.
tears. And finally, her blue eyes shone, as if they were two patches of sky lit by a sun from within her. That sun melted my heart. There, with the open air as our witness, I made her a promise. Someday, we'll sail this endless world together. I swear it. As the bond between us grew, so did the cruelty of the experiments they performed on Lyria. Lyria doesn't belong here. No living creature does. The shining empire I served now became to me a place clouded by doubt. Day after day, a battle raged within me, between the knight loyal to her flag and the guardian who wanted to set a sad girl free. Then, one day, a memory of Lyria's response on the roof broke through like a clear ray of light.
Really? You'll show me this endless world?
I had made a vow. There was no more question where my allegiance lay. I took her hand once again. This time, not to simply gaze at the sky, but to leap into it. And I did it for myself as much as I did it for her.
Alrighty. Rackham. Show us your law. You're the last one.
Piloting an airship ain't easy work. But whether it's plotting a windward course or conducting some routine maintenance, you can always count on experience and intuition. Ha! Just a little further! Finally, the Grand Cipher broke through the nebulous shadows and turbulent winds of the Grim Basin, and to greet us on the other end was our reward, the brilliant clear blue. It was a panoramic azure, dappled by silver.
I like the idea of these characters were thinking these thoughts literally during the prologue segment, because, spoiler alert for anyone who just joined in, most of this dialogue we see where it's like, ha, just a little further, literally was in the opening segment.
Who'd have ever thought a young dreamer from Port Breeze would make it all the way out to these skies? The Grand Cipher and I, we'd gone through thick and thin together. It's a long story, but it all started on that fateful day I met the captain. I haven't looked back since. Right then, landing maintenance. Fuel stores, full. Engine, all clear. We were ready to disembark into the unknown. What awaited us in the Zega Grande Skydom? As uneasy as I was, I couldn't help but feel a teensy bit giddy with excitement.
Fantasy versus reality.
Ah, the Grand Cipher. Ever since I found her abandoned behind a cliff, it was love at first sight. I was just a kid, but I had lofty dreams of repairing that ramshackle airship and taking her to the skies.
Ah, so it's his
Back
ship.
then, I didn't know the difference between a porthole and port side, but I was determined. I dove into books bigger than my head, and I learned basic airship repair, helmsmanship, the whole kit and caboodle. After a ton of elbow grease, the day had come. The Grand Cipher was finally ready for a test flight. I still remember how my hands trembled as I grabbed the rudder. And wouldn't you know it, she actually lifted off the ground for me. Nothing quite like watching your first love take to the skies, is there? But before I could take it all in, my dreams came crashing down. I mean, literally, the Grand Cipher sunk like a damn meteor. 100 different things could have caused it, but that didn't matter. Years of work went kaput in the blink of an eye. Betrayed by the very skies I longed for, I was crushed. Looking back now, it sounds stupid, I know, but it really felt like I had nothing to live for. I put all my hopes into that hunk of scrap. Laugh if you want, but some pits are too deep to crawl out of, especially when you look up for freedom and all you see is the expansive crystal blue of your tormentor. Don't worry, my pity party wouldn't last for too much longer. You see, my dreams had crashed like a meteor.
But ironically enough, it was the meteoric rise of the Erste Empire that would bring the captain into my life. Salvation was on the horizon. Just as I'd given up on flying, the Erste Empire had arrived in Port Breeze, and they were hell-bent on exploiting our local protector, the primal beast of wind, Tiamat.
Their twisted machinations caused her to go on a rampage. Port
So what's funny, given that we know at least 2 Tiamats?
We had an ace up our sleeve. Lyria. Thing is, Lyria needed to get close to Tiamat, which meant we had to go up. And to go up, we needed to fly. Thought I'd already closed that chapter of my life when the skies betrayed me, but lives were on the line. Quick, get on the Grand Cipher! I don't know what got into me. She fell once before. Hell, I knew she might fall again. Nothing like a healthy fear of death to keep you grounded, eh? But the people of Port Breeze and my new crewmates had entrusted their fates to my piloting skills. My own fear was insignificant. All I needed to do was trust myself too. It's a damn shame it took me this long. But I'm back now, and ready to face the skies if you'll have me. As the Grand Cipher's engine purred to life,
Sorry, I was opening a bag of jelly beans.
Encumbered by fear. I gripped the mast with pride as I set our course directly above.
Here, I'll do this.
To the rampaging Tiamat. Lyria quelled the primal beast, and catastrophe had been averted. Not to mention, I could finally dream again. Ever since that day, I've been the helmsman for the Grand Cipher and its crew. It's been one hell of a ride. I've since formed a pact with good old Tiamat and made amends with the shipwright primal who built the Grand Cipher, Noah. So, Zega Grande Skydom might be uncharted territory, but my role...
Alright, so apparently it was a primal who originally built the ship.
Safely, no matter the destination.
Ah.
And that includes Estalucia. Some folks might call reaching the end of the skies an impossible dream, but I ain't too worried. With the Grand Cipher as our wings, anything's possible.
Alright. And that is the story of all the characters, unless a new one pops up. Nope.
Yeah, according to those things, they don't pop up until you reach level 10.
Yep.
Here it is.
Alright, the archipelago. Alrighty.
Not yet!
Yeah, not yet. Gonna wait till at least 10. Let's see. We already dealt with the crocodile. Yup. So let's go bash some goblin heads.
Mm-hmm.
Come again.
There we go. And it's certainly going to be interesting, especially when I eventually have other people to play this game with.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do it to it.
Is this only on PS5?
Not sure. You'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Go get him!
Oh, there's the goblins. I don't like goblins.
Hallelujah!
Oh, is it also on PlayStation 4? And there's bound to be crossplay, so congrats! We can do this game together.
Fine, a freaking way! I just gotta see the price.
Or we'll show him who's boss.
Just like that. I'll finish this.
You reap what you sow.
That's one way down, but looks like there's still more of them.
Oof!
I'm not liking the look of this.
I'm gonna have to wait for a sale.
Intimidate ya.
Oh, how much is it?
Standard edition, $79.99 Canadian. Special edition, $106.49 Canadian.
Okay.
Digital deluxe edition, $133.49 Canadian. It'd be expensive. I'm waiting until either A goes for free on the PlayStation Plus, or B there's a sale.
Looks like you got a second to catch our breath before things heat up again.
Out of curiosity, what price would have had you get it? Beyond free.
$50 or lower.
Ah, makes sense.
Because that's how much a lot of games were in the past. That is my comfortable spot for me. Unless it's something I really want, then I'm willing to shell out the extra cash.
Yep.
Like Persona.
Instead of
like Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal.
Yep.
That's some handiwork.
For now.
And last goblin obliterated.
Yeah, it's one of those action adventure RPG games. Yep. Kind of like Monster Hunter.
We did it, and we did it together.
There's a couple of other little objectives. I only managed to get one of them done, but to be fair, I was not aware there was other objectives. And I literally just got the game, so... Guardian, Backstabber, Resourceful, No Healing Needed, Last Hit, Specialist, Skill Lover, Executioner, Rocksteady.
Dang.
In my defense game, you never told me I could throw objects at people.
Well, you can always redo it later, but hey, you got a lot of stuff already, so an A is good.
Yep. Plus, it helped me take care of some side quests, so...
Side quests are fun. The more side quests you do, the more stuff you get, including the extra levels.
And I can apparently equip sigils.
Excuse me.
Alright, I got those goblins dead for you.
Daddies ain't got nothing on you.
You're welcome, generic citizen. Alright, let's see. What else is there?
Little stickers.
Ah, here are the ones. Neat. How do I actually add them? Do I just...
Maybe under equip? Or gear or something?
Is it already like equipped by default?
Doesn't look like it. Because if it was, it would have showed. Maybe, like I said, try looking under gear. Maybe there's something in there.
Yeah, maybe. Ah, there we go.
Yay.
You know what? Yeah, there we go. I'll give myself more rubies because naturally I really need the money. Okay.
Hey, no, understandable.
Alrighty, let's do one more.
Especially if you're getting like more armor and weapons for everyone. Those things can get pretty expensive pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is.
Okay, so they're different things.
Would you take this one?
Alright.
It's in your hands now.
Alright, here I go. Some bosses gain bloodthirst. It makes skybound art ineffective and greatly reduces damage taken. Thankfully, the effect is only temporary. Well, geez, game.
AKA enrage mode.
AKA limit break counter. I never thought I would hear it.
You're bringing the whole circus, huh? Keep on your toes.
Kill them all!
It's alive!
Catch this!
Oh.
Looking good. Nope. On my mark. We fight as one.
Still alive!
You reap what you sow.
We kicked some serious butt there. Let's keep it up. They just keep coming. But we'll show. It's an air raid.
Like that?
Reagan leg. Looking good. Just
Got something for you. You reap what you sow.
looking good. Reagan leg.
Well, this doesn't count the time I do traveling to locations. I don't see how I could finish this in 2 minutes with how fast I'm going at present.
Higher levels, better gear, stronger spells.
Well, maybe. I'd like to ignore that reality.
I mean, this is still the beginning of the game, and you got like tons of time to level up and stuff and redo this all later.
Looking
good.
I'm still trying to figure out how on earth I throw stuff.
Just like that. Catch this.
I feel like the one thing I definitely cannot do. Oh, okay, I noticed something. Grab. All right, now we're looking fresh. Take this. Damn it. Okay, let's try again. Okay, game. All right, game. We only have one wolf. I have to just blow up. I couldn't blow up the wolf.
Dang.
More monsters. You ready?
Okay, this time I surely cannot fail.
Direct hit. Reagan leg.
Okay, gang, I managed to kill a good chunk of them. Now I just need to do a lot of them while they're right next to me. Bonsai.
Oh, just one more.
Yay! I got it.
Yay!
In my defense, I'm doing this literally after I do the tutorials mission, so.
Looking good.
Hey, at least the gang's getting some levels.
Yep. I have redeemed my Donkey Kong status. I can now play him again in Smash with pride.
Yay!
Look out. Close call. Reagan leg.
Hadouken!
And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there.
I got the overkill.
That worked out somehow or other.
What the hell? Alright, there we go. Fortitude shard, cobblestone. Yep. And now I'm gonna go upgrade what we got. Because naturally, the only one who has an upgraded weapon is Gran, and I should probably fix that.
Got an order?
One day I'll remember that I don't need the jump.
I'll handle it.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. Just level her up all the way to max.
I'll handle it.
Now going to level up the gun.
How about that? I'll handle it. Success. I'll handle it. How about that?
I won't be able to get it all the way up, but it'll work out fine.
Don't forget about upkeep.
So, with all that, let's go now deal with the boss.
Come time to view the request. Here it is. Would you take this one?
I'm coming back for you, Quackadile. Wait, what? Worried about Papa? Okay, I'm guessing these things have discretion. Since on there. My Papa's a lumberjack, but I know the monster leaving the leaving the forest. I'm worried about Papa, cause I won't beat up the monster, please.
Aww. Can
Sure.
I tell it's a little kid?
Yep.
Poor little one. First of all, get your dad.
Don't worry, child. I'll beat up the giant, stony duck crocodile thing. Quackadile.
The next one's mine. Take him out.
Looking good.
Take them down.
I've got this. Great work.
Yep, we got him good.
Catch this. Watch out.
Watch your back.
He's gone Super Saiyan Red. He's gone actual Super Saiyan. Never mind. It wasn't red before. It was Kaioken. Uh-oh.
You reap what you sow.
Reagan leg. Looking good. Just like that.
So I can go all
On my
out.
mark.
Let's do it. Got him. Coming right up.
All me. Looking good.
Good work, gang. We won't be able to do it in 3 minutes, but to be honest, I kind of saw that one coming.
Look alive. It's about to get real.
Be careful. This should do it. Oh no. Nope.
Nifty.
Woo!
Close call.
Alright, in my defense, it rolls right into me.
You reap what you sow.
Catch this. Looking good.
Fell over.
Looking good.
Don't get carried.
One day I'll be the one that deals the final blow. Quack.
You made that look easy.
And now we get our reward.
Well, that's fine. Neat. We made it through.
Didn't finish in 1 minute, but did a pretty good job. Hey, got an S rank.
Yay!
Hey, we got an S plus rank.
Yay!
We got a B. Pretty much, if we're gonna go by how schools work.
You got a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, side quests are done for now.
Yep. Now, before I forget, let's level up, because I do realize that there are some level ups I can do. Oh, damn! I actually have quite a bit of amount.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys like leveled up like 5 times, at least 2 to 3 times throughout all that.
This'll do the trick. Just living up to my potential.
Alrighty.
A little something for my arsenal.
Making the healer a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Love it. Learn me something good.
Seems like these skill points are shared throughout the whole party.
Indeed they are.
Seems useful. Great. Ah, fresh insight.
I got myself my own fair share of skills, so hopefully I'll get my hands on more.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the best protagonist skill, rage. Nothing quite like Brooklyn, am I right? Yeah, just double checking everything. So how does the co-op setting look? Ah, okay. So I get to add in my friends and people who I follow, and recent players. That's good.
Yep.
Alright, we got skills. Yeah, some people got a new one. That light wall will be very handy for a tank.
Oh yeah, and she's the tank.
Yeah.
No. When we're streaming on the PS4s and we have to look at something that like requires the stream to be paused, they put up what I dubbed the blue screen of annoyance.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. For now, that'll be that. Come tomorrow, we will go through the game. A little bit more. Unless I get caught up in something else. So if not then, definitely Sunday. Naturally, I will do so at around the same sort of time as to not conflict with someone else's stream. For the most part. But, yeah. Thank you everyone for joining me for this little experience of Granblue, which so far has been very grand.
Oh yeah.
And next time, our blue boy and blue girl will go fight another primal beast. That will certainly put me into another fight. The fact that the second creature I fought in the entire game was Bahamut is still gonna haunt my dreams for a bit because that was very scary.
Yeah.
But as he clawed out my life points as Bahamut should. Not as much as he should, but you know, no, if I was fighting him at a normal level, that's as much HP I was expecting to lose. But that's enough with my rambling. Adios.
Bye everyone.
Yep. I hope you enjoyed your stay at this Jester's court. And the real magic is your imagination.
Yeah.